This is the kind of stuff I do. This is what my artwork was like, my photography. I really loved the light on the landscape. This is how I saw my life, because every day I was out walking my dog and I'd see the beauty of nature every day, and they're copying me, saying, "What a beautiful day." Like, that's exactly what I was like. Like, this is my morning with my dog every day. I used to use that time to do my skills in photography, and I was going to cleaning and aged care to pay off my debts, to try and fund this. This is the fuel that kept me inspired to do these shitty jobs, and they won't let me move on. They keep oppressing me, they're chaining me up. I've done lots of catering. I'm pretty skilled worker. That's focaccia bread I was doing recently at Mum's. Lemon, I was doing tarts and flans and cherry slices, and I've done photography like this and like this, doing a lot of stacks. I'm a competent cook. I'm not a great photographer, but it's still a skill that I want to pursue in my own time, and I don't have the funds. They're keeping my money off me when I'm a really skilled worker. I've done so many different foods. Everybody can cook a lasagna, right? But I've had to work for these families that don't have time, so I have to food prep and put everything into containers. And it's like K-pop just took all my work off me, and they just package themselves as more pretty and rubbish me with a toilet. And they're actually undercutting me from having a future, because this toilet should have gone into crime. I asked for it to go to crime and nothing happened. This is chicken marbella, one of the dishes they always made me cook. It's very beautiful dish. I'll tell you the recipe. It is, you get a crock pot, you brown your chicken thighs and your chicken drumsticks. I think you do about 1/4 of a cup of red wine vinegar. I think it's about 1 litre of chicken stock. You put thyme in it, and a bunch of prunes, a bunch of olives, and what else is in it? Capers, and I think a bunch of parsley chopped up. What else is in the sauce? It's red wine vinegar. It's got some garlic in it. It's got thyme sprigs. It's got parsley. It's got, so what have I said? Red wine, chicken stock, garlic. I think it's got some pepper and a bit of salt. I can't remember all of the sauce. I just remember the red wine vinegar and the chicken stock. I think it's got some Worcester sauce in it too. It's really yummy. If you like Mediterranean food, I would recommend cooking this. You put it in a slow cooker for about 6 hours. It's bellissimo. Kefir. I made kefir every day, and like lactose-free yogurt. I've made a lot of sauerkraut from scratch. The thing is you put it in a bowl, you shred all your cabbage and you mix it up with kosher salt and you crush it with your hands, and then you pack it into one of your jars. You got to keep packing it down. All this juice keeps coming up, and then you bottle it. But the thing is the fermentation means that the top is almost going to blow off. So you have to kind of keep letting out the air so it doesn't explode. This is what I was really into, traveling and taking photos like this. And all my friends in Christchurch hate me, but now they're doing it, and they're allowed to be free. Like these criminal enterprises that go and hack me and steal credit for everything I did. And all of my artwork too, I'll show you. Well, I started petitioning because really this is a war about vanity and looks. I've got enough talent to be awesome, but they won't let me, and I want to change this. I was a victim of a crime, and this Graham built all these walls, and I'm saying freedom for my family. I need support. I don't even get health care. They just keep bombing this toilet all over the world. I can't live like this. You go, your personal choice of favoritism ends. Your personal choice shouldn't have a victim. And I've just written what I went through. My face got disfigured, campaigns smearing me, hating me on a bus where I was labelled ugly, bullying. It affects your personality. I'm a very peaceful, caring person, but, and that's the direction I want to go in because I felt fulfilled because, look, everyone's journey is different, and I just believe I've got to add a spiritual element and a bit of a gift of giving to other people, to be generous, and it comes back to me in other ways, and people don't have to understand my life. But what isn't fair is they're actually literally cutting me off at the knees. They're keeping me in chains in these $2 million prisons all over the world, trashing me and putting me to death, and it's not fair. There's so many skills I'm really good at. Continuous interference from the police in Australia, Bitcoin involvement in my workplaces to sabotage and keep me in financial ruins. Hounded in New Zealand, experienced sabotage of work rights, opportunities, discrimination in housing and workplaces, advertised as a dog and crazy. There's been rape and torture, so that is a genocide. Plus, they started all these radio campaigns and bullying in the networks and telling people I'm a fat ass wasting the taxpayer dollar when I wasn't. I had no rights. All my emails are stolen. And I've shown one video of it, but there's actually quite a few videos on my phone of being blocked, and it's just kind of like not very fair that they've taken all my resources, and every day, it's 7 years, this family acts like they're honourable throwing me in a toilet, but they're taking credit for my honourable work. And it was like I started drawing vaginas after mine got mutilated. This is from Amy. She said that I was a very social woman, and she doesn't know my ex, but she said I was a very lovely social woman, and we always walked the dog, and what did she say? I was always polite and helpful with animals. And I've just been doing art because I've got no way to get out of this situation. It's just really not a fair situation at all. And I've only just picked art back up. I'm not trained in any artist stuff. I'm trained in graphic design, but I've never learnt acrylic artwork. Jody has. I've got to redo these because the definition's gone down because I didn't seal these with hairspray, so all of the details gone kind of blurry, and I've got to redo the detail again. But I'm not just I didn't just sit around doing nothing. I was trying to. That's about me being publicly hung. But I just feel stuck in a life that I don't want. I've always been going after what I wanted in my life, and it's just like this is this crap that I have to go through again and again. They deny me the right to information, What did I write up there? I've been the queen to trash, and they just replaced me with these roses. And this is about my rights, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I haven't received any of these rights for years. Respect, the right to have full information and questions answered, fair treatment, your decision, dignity and independence. I don't have that at all. Support, proper standards. I don't have that. They've got a massive network of me pooing. How can that be fair? How can that be the law? During research and teaching, effective communication, complaints taken seriously. I went to the neighbours to help me in Australia because I was being abused in New Zealand, and I went over there and I was like that. I could see that they were poisoning the neighbourhoods. That's a massive cyber criminal gang, bombing like all these community sites that I'm like shadow banning me, which is political violence. But this is me asking, this is my story, help me. And they just keep bullying me that I'm ugly. Like, no matter where I go, I can't break free from what they're doing to me. Like, it's just like, what are you meant to do if they keep doing this to me again and again? What's traumatic is going through the same experience of every city being ugly, every home being ugly, every job put down, and them paying me tax I can't work or thrive in society. And that's a real reason why I'm suicidal, because I'm an independent career woman all my life, even with a disability. And I don't know if it's a disability or mental health anymore, but for me, it's just a conditioning of being through all these stressful jobs, of just going through women attacking me at work all the time. And I couldn't handle it one day, and I think I went into therapy, and I just was like, look, I need to keep working, but it's crippling me, this anxiety. I said, I can't handle the bullying at work. Like, it was just kind of like they started to just punish me and talk to me like I was really stupid. Like, they'd come in a group like they were Christians and let's get together and say nice things about each other, and then she'd be like, I'm on a diet and I've got to weigh in like 2 kilograms like less than last month, and I can't eat anything like that's going to be full of calories. She goes, I want to know all of the ingredients in your mayonnaise. And it's like, well, I don't really know, because our mayonnaise gets poured into these sauce containers, and the original containers are way back in the stockroom, which is about 2 blocks down. We have to walk way down to the other block. And I said, I can't leave the restaurant, I'm sorry. So you could just have no sauce. And she goes, oh, that's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then she's like, have you got any Diet Coke? And I looked at her and I just stopped for a second, and I was thinking, why don't you just have water? Why don't you have a black coffee? And I was looking at her like, feeling like she was weird. And then she sort of snapped at me like I was like an idiot and stupid. Do you not know what Coca-Cola is? And it was like, this is what you deal with day in, day out in hospitality. Like, different, like really wankery people like this. So I had to be polite the whole time. You can't retaliate. And I was just like, oh, no, sorry, ma'am, we do have Diet Coke. I was just a little bit taken back with your diet. I wouldn't think that's what you'd want to do. She goes, don't tell me what to do. And I said, okay, I'm not. I'll leave you to the menu. You decide what you want. She goes, I want the kids' menu. I want a small portion. I left her with the kids' menu. I went away. I made all this coffee for the table. I came back, and she ordered chicken nuggets. She made this massive scene in front of everybody, made it I'm stupid, told everyone she's on a diet, and then she said she wants chicken nuggets. And then, you know, because she got me to a point where I think I was in tears, because she just kept putting me down and putting me down. And then I went off, and then me and the chef would vent about it, and he would always make me laugh, like, and start bullying her to make me feel better. And I'd go back out, and they were doing this hand-holding exercise and doing these self-affirmations of these positive women groups. And that's what these women groups are doing to me. They're acting like they're positive, they're go-getters, they're all about self-esteem and love and empathy, but they're just setting off a massive chain of bullying me, while this guy's put me on an underground tunnel trafficking in the toilet. And it's not fair. Like, this is about my ancestors and how they've got 3 women that are blocking my path to education. And, you know, I'm not trained in art. I'm not trained in drawing at all. Drawing was just my hobby I used to do. I'm half trained in photography and trained in graphic design, but I was never trained to draw at all. I was never trained to draw. This was just my hobby. And, you know, I just don't think I deserve to be treated like this. There's a lot I'm worried about of my doctors. When I look at them, it looks like it says Jim Crow. It looks like it says Dog Camper. So I'm being really hijacked by this criminal group in in Christchurch following me around, changing my medical records, and I don't get any privacy for years. There's a lot of my health things saying that I'm homeless and displaced and need help, that I need counselling, that I need asylum. It says patient is concerned of HIV and vaginal mutilation, unsure of her last bowel movement, reviewed an ED. Duncan, whose impression, patient does not have psychotic features, referred her to help. I never talked to these people. And now it says in a home test that I've got HIV, and I'm terrified because why did nothing happen, and when did they do that? I've been telling people I'm poisoned in my homes and I've had home break-ins, and they're just saying you're crazy. I'm gaslit that I'm crazy. So where did HIV come in? Because that's around about June or something that I don't have HIV, and I have not had any partners or had any sex. So who's having sex with me? Where are these videos coming from? I think here it says that my stomach's in a lot of pain. It says her unable to pass urine and her bowel seems so unwell. Pain, red, exuding pus. It says down here, abdominal pain 2 years worsening every day. And I still am not getting health that I need. I've got even letters way back from the doctors that I need help. And I didn't get trained to draw. It's my hobby. I like to do it. It's therapeutic to me. And they've made it some massive competition to just oppress me and they've even done courses on it. They won't let me. I don't do any courses on art at all. This is just me drawing. Like, I'm not great at it, but I'm okay, and it's what I like to do. I'd like to do a course in it. I'm the type of person to work and do a side course, like one of those community courses, and just privately learn to do it. I'm not somebody that really wants to spend billions of dollars on my art education, because I think that I've got enough skills to be able to do it myself. And I think those community courses can teach me, but I do want to go to, get my bachelor's degree. That's my dream, to do that, to be an acupuncturist, to be a counsellor, and use all my herbs to heal people. That's about sewing their face shut. Somebody else has done this concept, but it looks different, and I just redrew it in a different way. Yeah, I'm just being very, very tortured. I'm being treated so racistly. I have enough skills, and I'm not even allowed a face in the community to sell my art. They're going around with doctors saying I'm mentally ill and keeping me ostracized. And these K-pop have these chats. I shouldn't be kept in these away from all these chats. This is my apartheid Nazi war art. She's chained to the world because they've gone all over the world with my photos that I'm ugly and all these statistics that I'm a doll bludger, but I'm not. I've done all this work in it. I think this Tookie girl got me in a lot of trouble with John and made me hated because they're young, and apparently I'm a dirty old lady that's a pedophile. It's horrible. They set me up, I don't deserve that at all. I should show you the art that I did in Australia because it's about the church.